KSMO Salem.
AP News, I'm Haya Panjwani. The last of 6 former Mississippi officers who tortured 2 black men have been sentenced. An ex-officer gets more than 27 years in prison. The U.S. House of Representatives approved a $1.2 trillion package of spending bills before the government shutdown deadline. At a news conference, Missouri Congressman Eric Burleson says Republicans have again given in to the left.
We're going to use our majority, quote-unquote majority, to enact no changes whatsoever. We're going to fund it all. The bottom line is that this is a complete and utter surrender, and I'm going to be not only a no, a hell no on this bill. Stellantis is recalling some of its older Dodge and Chrysler cars because of potentially dangerous side airbag inflators.
The recall covers defective airbag inflators in certain Dodge Charger and Chrysler 300s from model years 2018 through 2021. Stellantis warns the airbags can inflate even without a crash. If the inside temperature gets too hot, the airbags can explode and fling metal fragments at those inside. Dealers will replace both side airbag modules after owners receive official notification in May. These airbags were made by Joyson, which acquired Takata after it went bankrupt over faulty airbags. I'm Jackie Quinn.
The United Nations is seeking $4 billion for aid in Syria as civilians face a growing humanitarian crisis. Briefing the Security Council, UN Special Envoy Geir Pedersen calls for financial help for Syria as quickly as possible.
The tragic reality is that developments are all going in the wrong direction, including in the security, humanitarian, human rights, economic, and political spheres.
This is AP News. People allergic to pollen can look forward to more days of stuffy noses and watery or itchy eyes this season. AP correspondent Donna Warder reports.
Blame it on climate change, which is causing trees and grasses to pollinate longer and more intensely. Dr. Anju Peters of Northwestern Medicine says if you're experiencing those symptoms, you're not alone.
Almost 25% of adults have allergies, and almost 20% of children have allergies, so it's very common.
She says there are steps you can take to relieve your suffering.
Know when the pollen count is highest. Don't be outside during those times. Keep your windows closed in the car, in your home. Change your clothes when you come inside. Wear glasses. Try over-the-counter medications. Reach out to your doctor.
I'm Donna Warder.
Trump's social media company Truth Social has been approved to go public, and that could potentially bring in billions of dollars for the former president. This is AP News.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jed Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. Townscreen in Salem.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Sharpen herbicide takes your burn down up a notch, going from burn down to
3 to 5 times faster burn down.
From strict tank mix limitations to
awesome tank mix compatibility.
And from controlling some weeds to
controlling more than 80 of the toughest broadleaf weeds.
Including mare's tail.
Including mare's tail.
Because if it can't control mare's tail, it's pretty much just fancy water. So
sharpen up your burn down.
With Sharpen herbicide, powered by Kicksor Technology from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Good afternoon. We have some clouds in the area, 61 degrees. The wind out of the northwest at 3 miles per hour during the noon hour. Our forecast today, We'll have a high temperature around 68 degrees. The wind out of the north at 7 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 30 degrees. We'll have a wind chill overnight tonight of 21, and it will be windy out of the north at 13 to 21, gusting as high as 30. For tomorrow, we'll start the day off partly sunny, gradually become mostly sunny, a high temperature of 56 degrees. The wind will continue out of the north at 8 to 16, gusting to 24. Saturday night, increasing clouds, a low of 34. Wind chills down around 26. We'll have a southeast wind at 8 to 13, gusting as high as 20. On Sunday, mostly cloudy, a high temperature in the upper 50s to near 60. A southeast wind at 18, gusting to 28. And showers are likely Sunday night. Matter of fact, we have a 60% chance of rain after midnight, a low of 46 degrees. On Monday, a 90% chance of rain, 61 for an afternoon high. And for Monday night, showers are likely mainly before midnight, a low of 33 degrees. On Tuesday, mostly sunny, a high temperature of 49. And for Tuesday night, clear sky back down to 25. Extended forecast for Wednesday and Thursday, sunshine both days. A high of 56 on Wednesday and in the low to mid-60s on Thursday. Again, right now we have 61 degrees, wind out of the northwest at 3. It's time now to get some commentary from the Brownfield Network and also a check of the midday livestock report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It seems that the agriculture industry has spent a whole lot of time for a whole lot of years reminding our customers how little they pay for food instead of promoting its quality and how diverse and abundant and safe it is. At a time when everything is more expensive, increases in the price of food seem to be getting more than their fair share of scrutiny. We have a consumer base seasoned to expect cheap food. You and I know it costs a great amount of money, time, and often back-breaking effort to farm and ranch in this country. But none of that matters when the consumer of what is grown only cares about the price they pay for it. Some today might be willing to pay a little more for a product that is labeled or advertised as sustainable, as if farmers and ranchers have not been sustainable in the past. To have a sustainable farm or ranch, you must create something that is both environmentally and economically enduring. We all know it takes a significant investment to produce quality meat, milk, eggs, poultry, corn, soybeans, hay, grain, sorghum, tomatoes, cranberries, sweet corn, sweet potatoes, apples, peaches, grapes, and every other agricultural product grown by farmers and ranchers in this country. Consumers expect cheap, sustainable food, not better tasting, not higher quality, not abundant, not safer. We, as an overall agricultural industry, have not done the best job promoting those things most farmers and ranchers strive to provide to customers. Our food supply is safe, diverse, and more abundant than it ever has been. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Brownfield farm broadcasters are on the ground at state, national, and sometimes international events throughout the year, providing timely and relevant news to its audience. They utilize several social media platforms and digital channels to engage with viewers and listeners and stay up to date with agricultural news. Brownfield, a brand farmers and ranchers know and trust. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
It's coming for your soybean fields.
Is that water hemp?
Palmer?
They're everywhere!
Protect your fields by layering BASF's Zidua Pro herbicide pre with Zidua SC herbicide or Outlook herbicide post. Learn more at keeppigweedaway.com. Always read and follow label directions.
Ricky, there have been generations of fans growing up on St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
That's right, John. And for many, they grew up listening and learning about the Cardinals on the radio.
We get asked all the time why the Cardinals continue to draw fans from so many different states. And the answer is easy: the power of the radio network.
Fans are listening to Cardinals baseball all over the Midwest, and the tradition continues.
Join us all season long for St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Direct cash cattle business is quiet, and cash hogs are lower at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. It's a very quiet start for direct cash cattle trade activity this Friday, following the active day of business Thursday. Packers were aggressively competing for fed cattle, which resulted in some pretty impressive prices. Live deals in the South are marked at mostly $188, $2 higher than the previous week's weighted averages. Dress business in Nebraska and Iowa was up mostly $302, $4 higher than the prior week's business. Asking prices for what's left on show lists are around $189 plus live in the South and $303 plus dressed in the North. Most of the week's business has likely taken place, but a few cleanup deals could happen yet this afternoon. Box beef is mixed at midday with late to moderate demand for moderate offerings. Choice down $2.18 at $311.55. Select is 99 cents higher at $304.72. At the Valentine Livestock Auction in Nebraska, steers 550 to 750 pounds sold from $4 higher to $26 higher. Heifers, 550 to 650 pounds, were $11 higher. The USDA says demand was good on an active market. Medium and large one feeder steers, 623 to 628 pounds, brought $330.50 to $335. Feeder steers, 802 to 836 pounds, brought $259.50 to $271.75. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 557 to 540 pounds, brought $299 to $308. Cash hogs are lower at midday with fairly light negotiated purchases. While packers might have pulled back on their procurement efforts to finish out the week, the cash hog market has found some strength recently, largely due to demand for U.S. pork, both on the global market and domestically. The industry continues to monitor the availability of market-ready hogs, hog weights, and the fluctuation in pork values. Barrels and gilts at the National Daily Direct were 33 cents lower with a weighted average of 80.52. No comparison at the Iowa, Minnesota, or the Western Corn Belt. Both had weighted averages of 80.84. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $60. In Illinois, slaughter-style prices were steady with moderate demand for moderate to heavy offerings at $50 to $62. Barrels and gilts were steady at $43 to $53, and pork values were higher at midday, up $2.51 at $94.59. Ribs were up more than $15 at midday. Bellies were also sharply higher. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Have you ever asked a farmer if they talk to their fields?
Promise me you'll grow nice and tall. You got that? No, you were corn in 2013, not 2014. Hope you were thirsty. You think Cheryl's still mad at me?
After all that talking, sometimes it's time to listen. Your field has a voice, and John Deere Operations Center helps you hear it. Unlock every acre's full potential by using both agronomic and economic data. Visit johndeere.com/operations center and unlock your operation.
They run errands and equipment. They bring parts and dinner. They drive the combine and the kids to school. They feed livestock. They fix skinned knees, broken fences. They do the books and lead the 4-H group. They simply make everything better. John Deere celebrates the strength and resilience of the women that make farms run. They make all the difference.
And that has been some commentary from the Brownfield Network and a check of our midday livestock report. Right now, we need to take a look at our updated funeral announcements. They're being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years now, Your World Today is 4 pages of information. Should take about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations, not only here in Salem, but in Bunker and online at our website at ksmoradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick up a copy every weekday or check it out online. Judy Whitaker of Steelville passed away Tuesday at the age of 79. Funeral services will be tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock in the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation tomorrow as well from 11 o'clock until the time of service at 3. All of the arrangements are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. for Judy Whitaker, whose funeral services will be tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. Roylyn Colleen Welch, age 85, of Salem, passed away Wednesday. Funeral services will be held Monday morning at 11 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation will be on Monday as well from 10 o'clock until the time of service. Burial will follow in the North Lawn Cemetery. Memorials may be made to the Salem Public Library. Envelopes will be available, and all of the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Roylyn Colleen Welch, whose funeral services will be Monday morning at 11 o'clock in the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. William Earl Brockman, age 70, of Salem, passed away Tuesday. Memorial services will be Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation on Monday as well from 2 o'clock until the time of service at 4. All of the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for William Earl Brockman, whose memorial services will be held Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Phyllis Irene Freeman, age 70, of Salem, passed away Wednesday in St. James. A private family service will be held at a later date, and all of the arrangements for Phyllis Irene Freeman are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Private family services held at a later date. That has been a look at our updated funeral announcements. They've been brought to you by Your World Today. We invite you to keep it here at KSMO. We'll come back in just a moment with a look at local news.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Good afternoon. We do have an additional funeral announcement to pass along to you that just into the KSMO newsroom. William Edward Burke, Jr., age 56, of Salem, passed away Friday, March 15th in Florida. Funeral services will be held Tuesday at noon in the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with burial to follow in the Oak Lawn Cemetery. Visitation will be on Tuesday as well from 10 o'clock until service time at noon. All of the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for William Edward Burke, Jr., whose funeral services will be at noon on Tuesday in the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. And now we'll come back in just a moment with a look at local news.
You can pay your Intercounty electric bill with the pay-by-phone system, providing a payment option available to all members at no charge. This option is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Go ahead and give it a try. You can call 866-621-3679 to pay your bill this month at whatever time of day is convenient for you. This service, provided by Intercounty Electric, allows you to make a payment or check your account status.
It's now time for a look at local news brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. If you'd like more information on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 729-7071. The City of Salem Board of Aldermen in closed session on Tuesday, March 19th, approved the mayoral appointment of Steve Payne as the new Public Work Director for the City of Salem. The vote was 4-0. And the Dent County Commissioners met Thursday at the Dent County Courthouse, and in the road report, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray said that grading would be done on Dent County roads 5600 and 6080, and a truck was going to be taken to Columbia for maintenance. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk stated grading would be done on Dent County roads 2090, 3160, and 4330, while brush would be cut on County Road 4020. A truck from his district was being taken to Springfield to have maintenance performed on it. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson reported he attended an MRPC meeting last Thursday, and on Tuesday he attended a Solid Waste Management District meeting in St. James. Larson, along with Treasurer Danita Williams and Deputy Rick Letchworth, attended an opioid funding meeting at the MRPC offices. Treasurer Williams gave the report on the cart tax money received in March, which came to $70,787.89, and the county is up 0.76% for the year. It was reported that the courthouse will be closed on Good Friday, which is March 29th. Brian Williams from McCoy Forestry and Construction visited with the commission about a backhoe, and William Terry from the National Park Service called the commission and told them the plan was still to place the boulders at Tan Vet. He also said work was going to be done on the parking lot, and the Park Service was going to put in a circle drive. The next meeting of the commission will be Monday morning at 9 o'clock, and of course that meeting will be open to the public. And coming to the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center on Highway 19 from March 23rd through May 5th is the exhibit called Crossroads, Change in Rural America. This exhibit offers small towns a chance to look at their own plans to highlight the changes that affected their fortunes over the past century. The exhibition will prompt discussions about what happened when America's rural population became a minority of the country's population and the ripple effects that occurred. Despite the massive economic and demographic impacts brought on by these changes, America's small towns continue to creatively focus on new opportunities for growth and development. Economic innovation and a focus on the cultural facets that make our small towns unique, comfortable, and desirable that have helped many communities create their own renaissance. The future is bright for much of rural America as small towns embrace the notion that their citizens and their cultural uniqueness are important assets. The Crossroads exhibit is part of the Museum on Main Street, a collaboration between the Smithsonian Institution and state humanities councils nationwide. Support for the Museum on Main Street has been provided by the United States Congress. In other news, an accident happened Wednesday evening just before 8:30 in Reynolds County on Reynolds County Road 906. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2000 Ford tractor being operated by 48-year-old James Doris of Bunker was traveling uphill on private property when a mechanical failure happened, causing the tractor to overturn. A passenger on the tractor, 50-year-old Shelley Hodge of Viburnum, suffered serious injuries and was taken by Phelps Air to Mercy Hospital in St. Louis. The tractor had minor damage and was left at the residence at the owner's request. And Dent County Assessor Jamie Homeyer wanted the public to be aware that if you're 100% disabled or are 65 years of age or older, based on your total household income, you could be eligible for a Missouri property tax credit of up to $1,100 for real estate taxes paid. To determine if you are eligible, you can visit your tax professional or visit the Missouri Department of Revenue website and click on the tab called Taxation and go to Individual Taxes. You'll be given options to the right and where you'll find the Property Tax Credit button and click on it to get all of the details. If you owned and occupied your home for the entire year and have over 5 acres of property, you'll need to bring your paid real estate tax receipt to your county assessor's office, and they'll fill out the required form for you to determine your credit. If you live in Dent County, stop by the Dent County Courthouse at the Dent County Assessor's Office and speak with Jamie Homeyer. Her office hours are 8 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. You can also call if you have questions at 729-6010. If you live in a different county, you can contact your county assessor for help or any questions that you may have. Another accident happened Wednesday afternoon just before 3:20 in Crawford County on Interstate 44 westbound at the 215.6 mile marker. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2001 Chevrolet Silverado being driven by 50-year-old Jennifer Stevens of Steelville had a tire blowout, causing the Silverado to travel off the right side of the roadway and then overturned. Stevens, along with 2 passengers in the vehicle from Steelville, 18-year-old Amber Dotson Dotson and 18-year-old Tiffany Stevens suffered minor injuries. Jennifer Stevens and Dotson were taken by Missouri Baptist EMS to Missouri Baptist Hospital. Tiffany Stevens was transported by North Crawford EMS to St. Louis. The Silverado was totaled and removed from the scene by Patriots Towing. The report went on to state that neither the driver or the two passengers were wearing seat restraints at the time of the accident. And you can explore nature and discover the signs of spring with help from the Missouri Department of Conservation and Agents of Discovery. To help kids and adults get outside, MDC is partnering with Agents of Discovery mobile gaming app for its spring missions. Agents of Discovery is an educational gaming app that allows users to engage with nature while completing missions or games, providing some screen time that can be green time. Anyone can join by downloading the free app and completing missions at participating locations. Each mission consists of educational challenges that teach players about local history, culture, ecosystems, and safety. Missions include prizes to reward agents or players who participate, and once an agent completes a mission, they can earn stickers, pins, and other prizes. You can download the free app and create your agent profile, then pick a mission in your area. Download the mission before heading out so you can play the game without a Wi-Fi or data connection. Then use your secret agent tool to find and unlock challenges. Agents of Discovery is available for download through the App Store or Google Play. If you'd like some more information, visit agentsofdiscovery.com. Another one-vehicle accident happened Wednesday afternoon at 1:30 in Reynolds County on Reynolds County Road 752, just west of Route Y. The Highway Patrol report states that a 1995 Ford Ranger being driven by 28-year-old Zachary Prater of Viburnum was traveling eastbound when he lost control of the Ford, then overcorrected and ran off the right side of the roadway and overturned. A passenger in the vehicle, 22-year-old Alexis Setzer of Davisville, suffered serious injuries, was taken by Reynolds County EMS to Ellington first, where she was then transported to a St. Louis hospital by LifeNet 24. The Ford was totaled and removed from the scene by AC Towing. Neither Prater or Setzer were wearing seat restraints at the time of the accident. And finally, news this afternoon, Dent County Recorder Cindy Ard wants you to know about a new website where you can sign up to find out if someone is recording a document or changing a recorded document with your name on it. The website is www.deedwatch.com. And once signed up, you would receive an email letting you know if a document is recorded with your name on it. There's no charge for this service. Just go to the website and in the drop-down box, select Dent County, Missouri. Then in the second box, enter your email that you want the notification to come to. From that point, just follow the simple directions to finish signing up. You could include the name that should be on your deed or any other form of your name the deed may have been recorded in. This service is provided by the Dent County Recorder's Office to prevent anyone from being scammed out of their property or having someone attach their name to your deed without your knowledge. If you have questions about the service, contact Cindy Art at the Dent County Recorder's Office at 573-729-2198. That has been a look at local news brought to you by the SBU Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in the Nursing RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more information about the SBU Salem campus, contact Admission Counselor Chris Welch at 729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan or can't afford to go away to college? Or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact Admissions Counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem Campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
This is family nurse practitioner Terry Bruno from SMDH Family Medicine. If your family is in need of a medical provider, I'm accepting new patients of all ages. Our clinic is located at Physician's Office Building number 3 on the SMDH campus. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Please call 729-8000 to set up an appointment. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
It's really important to have one go-to store to get all of our needs. I mean, we can buy anything from mineral to cattle feed to seed to fertilizer. It really helps simplify things just to have one store that you call and can supply all your needs. MFA is the whole farm solution.
A partner for your goals. MFA, your whole farm solution.
Taking a look at our local sports coverage, Ellington scored 6 runs in the 6th inning to tie the game yesterday evening, and then won the game in the bottom of the 7th with 2 more runs to come back to beat Salem 10-9. Trey Richter had a 2-run homer for Salem, and Caden Du Bois had 2 RBIs. The Tigers will be hosting Owensville Monday evening at 4:30 Monday afternoon at the Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. And the Salem Lady Softball Tigers will be at Bourbon this afternoon at 4 o'clock. Salem is 1-0 going into the contest. On Saturday, the Lady Tigers will play Ava in the Mountain Grove SCA tournament starting at 10:30. And the Salem Tiger track team will be at the Osage Varsity Open meet today. And as we look at hockey, Jake Neighbors had 2 goals as St. Louis beat Ottawa last night 5-2. The Blues will be playing Minnesota Saturday afternoon on a delayed basis with the game starting at 3:30. And, of course, you'll be able to hear that here on KSMO. St. Louis lost to the Houston Astros. They got trounced 9-1. The Cardinals will be facing Miami today at 4:55. Miles Michaelis will be on the mound. And the Washington Nationals Saturday at 11:55. And the Houston Astros on Sunday at 11:55. And all of those games can be heard here on your sports voice of the Ozarks, KSMO. Cleveland beat Kansas City Thursday 8-5 in the first split squad game. And the Chicago White Sox and Royals tied 3-3 in the other game. The Royals will be facing Milwaukee today. That has been a check of our local sports coverage. Right now, a check of sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with spring training baseball with the St. Louis Cardinals back in action tonight as they take on the Miami Marlins. The Cardinals yesterday smashed by the Houston Astros 9-1. The Kansas City Royals today will battle with the Milwaukee Brewers. The Royals yesterday dropped a split squad decision to the Guardians 8-5 and tied the Chicago White Sox at 3 apiece. On the women's college basketball in the postseason, where the St. Louis Billikens advanced to round 2 of the WNIT, going on the road and knocking off Central Arkansas 66-61. The Billikens on Sunday will travel to Northern Iowa. On to hockey, where the St. Louis Blues last night scored 2 third-period goals to knock off the Ottawa Senators by the final count of 5-2. St. Louis back on the ice tomorrow afternoon in Minnesota to skate against the Wild. To football, where the Missouri Tigers wrapped up spring practice last week. Head coach Eli Drinkwitz met with the media earlier this week. Knows that there's another transfer portal window coming up, which now changes things in the spring.
I think it changes the mindset of what spring is. And it's also an understanding that, you know, once you've identified what your roster is coming out of spring, how do you reinforce your strength? How do you reinforce your strengths, and how do you figure out how to strengthen your weaknesses, right? And obviously there is going to be another portal coming up, and we will be active in that portal time, you know, looking to see if there's something that makes sense for us to improve our football team. And And I think that's just being a good steward of the University of Missouri football program. You want to utilize whatever the rules or system in place to maximize your advantage competitively. And so we'll utilize the portal as a competitive advantage for us.
Hi, Tim Fisher, Missouri Net Sports.
Hey, you. Yes, you. We've got something important to share because we believe everyone deserves support. 988 is for you. Whether you're dealing with thoughts of suicide, facing a serious crisis, or if you just need someone to talk to. It's not just a lifeline, it's your lifeline. Call, text, or chat 988 because everyone deserves support and you are not alone. Brought to you by the Missouri Department of Mental Health.
Not everyone recognizes that they might have a gambling problem. How do you know if gambling is a problem for you? Ask yourself if either or both of the following questions are accurate. Have you felt the need to bet more and more money? Have you ever lied to people important to you about how much you gambled? If your answer is yes to either of these questions, free help is available. Call 1-888-BETS-OFF for more information.
If I want to bring the crew together, I know McDonald's is the move. They got this 40-piece Chicken McNuggets deal for $11.99. My friends dig it. Each bite of all-white meat hits too good. And don't get me started on the sauces. We got tangy barbecue, sweet and sour, honey mustard, spicy buffalo, and creamy ranch. I mean, all the homies love ranch. Snag the bag at Mickey D's. It's crew approved. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
This spotlight on soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri Soy Innovation Scholarship winner Jeff Barazone aims to increase Missouri soybean growers' profits by minimizing yield losses from a well-known pest.
We test their fields for plant parasites in their fields and all the plant parasites that are potential problems for them, including the soybean cyst nematode that is the most damaging pathogen of soybean in North America.
As part of his PhD studies at the University of Missouri, Barazone from Brazil is also researching SCN-resistant soybean varieties and nematode protectant seed treatments.
There are a lack of information for some of those studies in Missouri, and we are trying to fill those gaps.
Learn more online at mosoy.org from Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Hey, it's Fitz from the Country Top 40 Countdown, and join me this weekend as Chase Matthews going to check in to share his country music rite of passage of recently becoming a road dog.
I love shaking hands and meeting new people and hearing their stories about my music.
Find out how Chase Matthews feels about all of it when we see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz.
Several chances of rain in our forecast. We'll tell you about the forecast coming up in complete detail right after the top of the hour. Right now, a quick break, and we'll come back with news from the Missouri Net.
Hi, Carrie Patton here from Town & Country Bank. We've got all the perks of a national bank, like online banking, quick loan approval, and you can even deposit your check from your phone. That's not why our customers love us, though. They love us because we still offer hometown customer service. Stop by one of our area locations and let our friendly team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We call it America's pastime, the great game of baseball.
In Cardinals Nation, it's the fabric of our community.
It's the Gas House Gang, Stan the Man, the Old Redhead, Ozzy, Yachty, Waino, and now Arenado.
Cardinals baseball is part of what makes us, us. St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Hi, I'm Lisa Delaney, swing bed coordinator at Salem Memorial District Hospital. What in the world is a swing bed, you might ask? It's a Medicare program that allows a patient to remain in a hospital and receive therapy or skilled nursing services prior to going home. Call 573-729-6626 for more information about using a swing bed to improve your life before going home. We are committed to every patient, every encounter, every time.
MissouriNet News, I'm Cameron Connor. Missouri's rate of measles is on the rise. Anthony Morabith reports.
The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services says measles cases or outbreaks have emerged in several states, including Missouri, earlier this year. Measles is a highly contagious and serious disease, especially serious for children under age 5 and those who are immunocompromised. Common symptoms include a rash that starts as flat red spots on the head and spreads to other parts of the body, high fever, cough, runny nose, red and watery eyes, and tiny white spots inside the mouth. The virus spreads through coughing and sneezing. Anthony Morabith, MissouriNet.
And the current average gas price for regular is $3.27 per gallon. That's 7 cents up from a week ago and over 30 cents up from a month ago. If you're trying to keep up with other news around the state, head to MissouriNet.com. This is MissouriNet News.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hear the best music every day.